Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Today I will be talking a little bit about my book, Wife Fighting Against All Odds, and um, and I want to tell you why I written the book. I written this particular book because I feel like this it's stormy. It feel like I'm in a storm, like in darkness. It's all the things that I've been through for 6 years uh, that I am overcoming now. So that pen and pencil made me want to write because I want to get things out instead of holding it inside. So that's why I wrote A Wife Fighting Against Odds. It will tell you a little bit about what happened during those times of the year. First of all, I was very, very uncomfortable when he did have that stroke. I didn't know exactly what to do, because I've never been with anybody that had an illness. So when he did come home in 2019, I was a little uncomfortable because he also still had that tube in his stomach. And they had me to have the machine here stating that he couldn't eat, but he was able to eat. And they left that tube in so long. When he did get it pulled out, his head went back and he lost a lot of blood. I ended up at a gas station at a store. Thank God I had a caregiver with me. I was afraid. I was really nervous during that time because I never experienced that. So we end up going to emergency hospital, which was on the same block. And once we got him there, I had to get someone to come out and help me. I mean, he was shaking, he was trembling. It scared me. He was down there deaf. And through the grace of God, they was able to save him. And then they asked me what happened. I said, the doctor next door. So we was at St. Joseph Hospital. And the doctor that he was going to was next door that pulled the tube out. And I explained what happened. I said he pulled it out and my husband's head went back. And he told me he was okay. So me and the caregiver had went on and jumped in the car. I jumped in the car and she helped him, get in the car and stuff. And we left the doctor's office and started proceeding up the street. I turned around and looked and I seen all this blood just running all through the car. Lord, I was scared. And his eyes was just dreary. He was looking at me like, this is the end. I didn't know what to do. I told the store, call the ambulance. I was scared to move him. The ambulance took maybe about 10 minutes, something like that. Was long enough. And they ended up escorting me back to the hospital around the corner, St. Joseph, which was next to the doctor's office. And Lord, my face, I looked crazy, but my husband started holding on to my hand tight. And I don't know, when he gets sick like that, he starts speaking. He was like, come here, but it was in a low voice. I held his hand and I told him, I said, you're going to be all right. And they had him in there and they asked me what happened. I said, the doctor next door took the tube out, the feeding tube out of his stomach. And he told me and the caregiver that we, can go on and leave. We were driving down the street and then all of a sudden blood just starts gushing all in the car. And I had to call the ambulance and, that's how I got to you guys. But I had to drive over here. It's the way the street was to try to get out to turn around. And so they started proceeding, trying to, save him and stuff. He was very cold. He kept saying, "I'm cold, I'm cold." And my eyes was just, I was pretty sad. And they had to end up sending him to St. Joseph on 7th Street for emergency surgery. And he ended up having that surgery to stop the bleeding. He had to get 5 pints of blood. My husband been through a lot, all his blood, somebody else's blood. And they saved him, and so the procedure went well. And they ended up sending me home because he had to stay in the hospital a few days. I think it was about maybe four days, something like that. Okay, he ended up coming home, and I ended up taking care of him. But what I sit here and think about, look at that storm that I've been through. That's why I call it stormy. This is a stormy situation, but I thank God that me and him made it through. And the reason I talk about my husband a lot, because all these incidents and accidents have happened to him. So most of the time in my book, I will be speaking on him. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my video on my YouTube and comment. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.